In the middle of the 14th century, something happened that would shake the very foundations of human civilization. Imagine a city where the streets echo with nothing but the toll of bells, where laughter, trade, and music vanished, replaced with silence, replaced with fear and the stench of death. A ship arrived in a harbor. Its crew was barely alive, and from that moment, Europe would never be the same. This was the Black Death. Let's rewind time to the early 1300s. Europe was thriving, fields were full, cities were growing, and life, despite its hardships, felt more hopeful than it had in centuries. The climate was kind, crops were strong. From the ports of Venice to the marketplaces of Cairo, the Silk Road brought wealth and wonder, spices from the East, knowledge from scholars. It was a web of connection unlike anything seen since Rome. But in that very web, a shadow was moving. A killer, invisible, unstoppable. Far away in the wide, wind-whipped steppes of Central Asia, a tiny bacterium lived quietly, Yersinia pestis. No one feared it, no one even knew it existed. But when climate changes pushed animals closer to trade routes, everything changed. By the 1340s, the disease reached the Black Sea port of Caffa. There, an army under siege was dying not from arrows, but from disease. In desperation, they hurled infected corpses over the city walls. The defenders fled. They thought they'd escaped, but they took the plague with them, on their ships and into Europe. In October 1347, the people of Messina, a Sicilian port, witnessed something terrifying. A convoy of ships drifted into harbor. Most of the crew were dead. The few survivors were feverish and covered in black boils. These death ships brought something far more lethal than cargo. Within days, a mysterious sickness gripped Messina. Authorities ordered the ships out to sea, but it was too late. The pestilence had come ashore. By year's end, it reached Genoa and Venice. Early in 1348, it surged into the heart of Europe. It spread like wildfire, racing along trade routes through bustling cities and quiet towns. No one understood why. People who were healthy one day were dead the next. In Florence, poet Giovanni Boccaccio wrote with horror that people went to bed well and were found dead by morning. Victims developed swellings called buboes, high fevers, vomiting, black spots. Some coughed blood. People avoided each other's breath. Entire households vanished. In Florence, Boccaccio witnessed society unravel. Friends abandoned friends. Husbands left wives. Parents left children. The sick were left alone. Death visited rich and poor alike. With funeral rites impossible, corpses piled up within the city walls. Carts carried bodies through silent streets to mass graves. The bells rang until there were none left to ring them. In Avignon, the Pope's city, the plague struck fiercely. Cemeteries overflowed. Pope Clement VI surrounded himself with fires, hoping to purify the air. He consecrated the Rhone River so bodies could be thrown in with dignity. His doctor, Guy de Chauliac, caught the disease but survived. He recorded how people died without priests and fathers refused to visit sons. Avignon, like so many cities, lost half its people. In England, the plague landed in late 1348. By 1349, it ravaged London. Churchyards filled. King Edward III ordered streets cleaned. Even his daughter, Princess Joan, died. Parliament and royal courts paused. Entire monasteries emptied. Harvests rotted. Society stalled. Desperate for answers, people blamed what they didn't understand. Some blamed the stars. Others blamed poisoned air. Doctors turned to ancient ideas, bleeding the sick and burning herbs. Still others turned to God. Some whipped themselves in public processions, the flagellants. Others blamed the Jews. Rumors spread that they poisoned wells. In cities like Strasbourg, thousands were burned alive. Pope Clement tried to stop it, but fear moved faster than truth. In Milan, leaders sealed homes with infected families inside. It was cruel, but effective. Venice kept ships isolated for 40 days, quarantine. These early public health efforts were rare, but showed growing awareness. By 1350, the first wave ended. Perhaps half of Europe had died. Whole towns disappeared. Survivors found themselves in a changed world. Workers were scarce, wages rose, serfs gained power, the social order cracked. Some historians believe this shift planted the seeds of rebellion and change that would shape the future. The church also changed. So many priests died, the churches struggled to function. Many lost faith. Some turned more deeply to religion. Others became disillusioned. Trust eroded. Art turned darker. The dance of death appeared in murals, skeletons leading rich and poor alike to the grave. Writers like Boccaccio turned plague into story. Pain became poetry. The plague also pushed change in medicine. Cities created health boards. Isolation became policy. Doctors kept records. Though they couldn't cure the plague, they began to notice patterns. The experience sowed seeds of observation that would bloom in later centuries. And somehow, out of the darkness came renewal. In time, Italy, devastated by plague, birthed the Renaissance. The trauma of the Black Death inspired people to live, to create, to question. It was not a clean line from death to rebirth, but history was bending. The Black Death had brought unimaginable sorrow, but those who survived carried its lessons. They built memorials, changed laws, and remembered. From art to medicine, society was reshaped. It was a tragedy and a turning point. What do we learn from a world that went silent? That nature is still stronger than us? That fear can spread faster than facts? That even in collapse, new things begin? This was the Black Death, a warning from the past, a mirror to the present, and perhaps a reason to build something better tomorrow.